Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, and it's time to take a look at your upcoming weekend's weather. And for the most part, we're going to have a typical July weekend across most of the country. First, on Saturday, we see a lot of warmth across a good portion of the country. A few areas of close to normal temperatures throughout the Great Lakes and the Central Plains, and that's indicative of a system that's coming in. Could kick off some clouds and a few showers there for you, but for the rest of us, well, it's just going to be pretty warm. Temperatures in the 80s as well as in 90s. Here on Sunday, you see a little bit of cooler air, not much up here in the Great Lakes region. That's again that system pushing its way in. So a few showers will keep temperatures down a little bit, but it's going to be very warm temperature, certainly in the 90s, upper 80s, and certainly 90s with high humidity levels in this portion of the country. And we're starting to see again some pretty good heat building off to the west. Those of you in the Central Plains and even in the Northern Rockies, a little bit cooler there along the west coast where you're seeing some showers moving for you. By next Wednesday, by the middle of the week, looks like we're going to see a little bit of shift in the weather pattern. Look at all this normal type of temperature. That means temperatures in the mid to lower 80s right here in the Ohio Valley, very warm in the Tennessee Valley. But that next system will be pushing its way through, and we might be looking at a little bit of severe weather also at that time, something we will keep an eye on there for you. But looks like a pretty good change in the overall weather pattern for a good portion of us by the middle of next week. Precipitation wise here on Saturday, here's that system I was talking about, some showers and thunderstorms. There could be a few pockets of some severe weather. Once again, this time of year we have to keep an eye on it. Pretty wet across the Atlantic seaboard there as that somewhat of a tropical system moves up and produces quite a bit of rain for you. Nothing that's going to form as far as a tropical depression or anything quite like that. Now by Sunday, that system pushes its way into the Ohio River Valley, but it's going to be weakening. Looks like the heaviest rain is going to be up around Michigan, northern Indiana, and northern Ohio. A few showers down around Texas and Louisiana. But overall, it's going to be a fairly quiet Sunday for a good portion of us. Now, by next Wednesday, as I said, that next system looks like it's going to be changing things here around. We could be looking at some severe weather right in this area. That's where that front's going to be pushing its way down, bringing in some of that cooler and drier air for the Great Lakes region, portions of the Midwest, and then down into potentially down as far south as the Tennessee Valley. But this is Wednesday of next week, so something we will have to keep an eye on as far as any type of severe weather developing at that point. The tropics, this is for next Wednesday, still pretty quiet. This is the International Tropic Convergence Zone. This is typical. Nothing looks like is developing over the next week or so. And let's keep our fingers crossed from that standpoint. But enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a typical summer July weekend across most of the country. I'm George, the Weather Dad.